Cool. All right. So I am on YouTube. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, hopefully the sound is okay, but it's glitching so much on Instagram. I said I was going to come over here on YouTube. So those of you who are watching on Instagram, jump on over to YouTube and then we'll see if that connection is better. It seems like it's a lot better here. So we will see if the sound is better. YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube. All right. So, all right, I'll type this in. There we go. I'm having a terrible time with Instagram. So I switched on over here to YouTube and see if we can finish the conversation. Oh, Patrice said you heard fine. Okay. It just kept pausing. So it's not my Wi-Fi, y'all. Okay. I had the highest Wi-Fi when I was at my place. So I am actually visiting family. So I'm on their Wi-Fi, but okay. Anyway, can you guys hear me okay on YouTube? I don't have my mic plugged in or anything. I'm just using the computer mic, so it's not that great. But anyway, if you guys have any more questions, I'll answer a few more here. And I don't know if I'm going to keep the live stream on Instagram or put it on YouTube like I normally do. But I just finished or did one on Instagram. So go to YouTube. They're saying they can't hear something through lip reading. But those of you who are here, I see the 5 of you who have come on over to YouTube. If you have any dating questions, you can ask them now. I'll be on for a few more minutes. And it looks like people are coming over. All right. Anywho, we'll see if we have any more questions before I get going. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate the person who liked it in faith. We'll see if any other questions come over here. We had some good questions tonight. How many are you guys all from Instagram? I know Isaac is. If you came over from Instagram, type in IG so I can know if you guys caught the beginning portion or where you were. So they said yes. Okay, cool. Thank goodness. Okay, good. We got some questions going. So how do you know when a marriage is over? Oh man, seems like my friend and his wife are not getting along. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off of Instagram now. Bye, Instagram. And I will probably post this for now on Instagram. Okay, so let's see here. Hang on, guys. Sorry, this is the behind the scenes stuff. Okay. I haven't forgotten your question, you guys. Thank you for your patience. And by the way, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit it. It helps more people see it. Okay, so content to avoid online. All right, so we'll just post that. All right, guys, so now I can focus on you 100%. So, this is a tough question for me because I do believe in marriage. I believe that marriage should be for life as much as possible. As somebody who was divorced, that was probably the hardest thing that I had to do. And, it had to be a breaking point for me as I don't take divorce lightly at all. But I would say that if it, for a lot of people, the marriage is over when both people are not trying. I think we've all seen that where one person is just kind of like throwing their hands up in the air and the other one wants to try different things or get counseling or what have you. And there are different reasons why, the person stops trying. And it's really difficult. And sometimes it could be because they found somebody else, like their attention is going somewhere else. Sometimes it could be that they're in a depression and they just feel like they can't give anything to their partner. But I would never say that there is like an absolute it's over because it's over when the person leaves. I would say, especially if kids are involved, as long as there's not any abuse going on, I would try to make it work. Because especially if there are kids involved, you still have to deal with that person anyway. Once you get the divorce, you still have to deal with that person regarding the children, even if they are past 18, because just because you're not going over like child support and things, you still have when they get married or major events and things like that. So you're always attached to that person if you share a child with that person. So, um, okay, so submit your questions. I'm having a little bit of fun, so I'll stay on for a little bit longer if I get any more questions. Um, and let me just check to see if I have any more because I put it up on my story. Let's see if there are any more. Okay. Um, she's like, I hear you now. Good, good, good. And by the way, you guys, I'm working on my new little setup. I have not recorded new content, like official YouTube content, in a while. And so I am actually visiting family for an extended visit. So I'm setting up a little space here. And so let me know if it's really echoey, because it used to be really, really echoey, but I've been putting in different things to stifle um, the echoey sound. So let me know if it's better. Why do I still have these in? I am not on my Instagram anymore. So let me know if it is still echoey or if it's any better. But I'm getting it set up and I want to start doing some more content because I took a little bit of a break. Okay, so let's see if there are any new questions. Sometimes people's expectations hinder the relationship. Expectations, yes, and unspoken expectations. I know I'll tell on myself that there was I really thought, I don't know why, I really thought that if a person loved me, they would know what to do instinctively. And I kind of thought that there were these universal truths, which the things that I was thinking about were not universal truths. There are a lot of things that are specific to a person. And so I think as women, we have this romantic idea that he'll just know what to do. A lot of times we have to tell the person, this, if I'm sick, this is what I like, or if this is what I want, and really spell it out. And I think a lot of guys are so sweet, they're willing to do whatever the woman wants, but they just don't know what to do. And as women, it's so easy for us. Like, obviously, this is what she wants. And we could tell with our girlfriends, tell their husbands, duh, she wanted this. But it's not as simple, for them because they're not women. Do you think that reading minds is a woman thing? I think the expectation that our minds will be read is a woman thing a lot. Because I think men tend to be more direct and just kind of say, what they want. As women, we kind of just hope that he gets it. By the way, if the others of you are enjoying this video, feel free to smash that like button. Let's see, any other questions? People forget that hard times come in marriage. Are both of you willing to fight for it? And this is something, Isaac, you just made me think about, is that it's so important to see how a person handles an uncomfortable situation. I am not comfortable saying I'm committed to somebody until I've seen how they are when something doesn't go their way, or until we've had sort of a disagreement. Um, People can put plans into place and talk about how they're not about drama and, oh, let's communicate and all this stuff. But until the rubber meets the road, even with yourself, you might have all these theories of what you would do. And it's easy to sit back and say what you would do in a situation, but until you're in the situation, you don't know. So that's why I always say time is such a beautiful thing to have when it comes to meeting somebody and getting to know them, because until you've been in certain situations, you don't know how it's going to play out. Perfect example, let's just say a guy is doing really, really well financially, and then something happens to the company and things change, or he gets he becomes ill, something like that. A lot of times people are only confident and comfortable when things are going their way, when money is good, when their health is good, when they're feeling like they're at their best. And so it's really telling to see how somebody is going to be when they're down. That's why a lot of relationships struggle when they get off of reality shows, because in reality shows everything's handed to them on a silver platter. Everything is romantic and beautiful, and they don't have any outside influences as far as the cares of the world. They're not worried about paying bills and mowing their lawns and things like that. So the longer that you have in the real world with real problems and situations, the better it is, because now you can see what it's like when you've gone through. which is why a lot of guys like when they meet some woman when he's down, and then she stays with him and then comes up because he's like, okay, obviously it's okay, it's easy to ride with him when things are up, but how are things when they're down? And so that's not just financially; it's all around, all aspects. She said, not many of the men I've encountered are direct mixed signals. Oh yeah, yeah. Telling me your standards and boundaries are too much. They forgot two words at the end of that sentence, Tay. For me. Your standards and boundaries are too much for me. I love when people try to say it's too much in general. They're only too much for people. Oh, I didn't read the last sentence. Yes, they're only too much for people who can't meet them. Exactly, exactly. We have to remember relationships are a marathon. We will go through a lot of challenges and changes through the years. Yes. And that's why getting back to the friend thing, being friends is what's so important. If you guys can have, the ability to bounce back and joke about things, or maybe you're, like I said, you're not in a good chemistry place, but you still like playing basketball, you still like hiking, you could still do activities that you like, and you're not dependent upon the other person to be like your entertainment. Um, they're not that thing that's getting you through. All right, let's see. Y'all, I have this wireless mouse and I probably should charge it because it takes so long for it to wake up. Trying to click one thing. And funny story about that, I was finishing a live stream. I think it was a live, like not just a Zoom, but a live stream. And my mouse was not working. And so it was super awkward. I'm like, all right, good night. And I couldn't end the, the live stream because the mouse wasn't working. And I think it's doing that again. And see, earlier today, this happened, and I said, oh, I should charge it because what if it ends up a situation where it's like super awkward? So yeah, I might just have to end my live stream by having it dead air. Okay, but any other questions before that happens? Oh, oof, finally my thing came back on. So let's see. You send the kid to get me give me my charger cord. Okay. Alrighty. Hang on, guys. Sorry, this is so unprofessional, but real life. Mm. All right, perfect. Okay, so any other questions before I go? This was fun. For those of you who just tuned in, has anyone tuned in just from YouTube? Just YouTube and wasn't on Instagram previously? If so, just put YouTube on there. If everyone else came from IG, just put IG, because we just like randomly came in. So I was on Instagram, it was glitching and really badly. And so I just randomly came over on YouTube. So for people on YouTube, you just kind of start in the middle. So Cowtown says yes. And I'm curious to know how many people are on here as new subscribers who have never seen my live stream, because I have not been on a live stream for quite a while on YouTube. And I used to be on every Monday. So, okay, so let's see if there are any other questions. AT says, oh no, let's see. Kush says, do you think it's better for a person to learn themselves before getting a serious relationship? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I think that a lot of times it's really hard. It's kind of like telling someone learn how to swim before getting in the water. I think a lot of times you learn yourself through relationships. So unfortunately, some people are kind of guinea pigs, but you can learn if you have a mind to really know, you can learn about yourself. But you can learn about yourself from interpersonal relationships that are not romantic. It could be coworkers, family members, things like that, if you really want to learn. So if a person really wants to learn, they can get a head start, but you typically don't know about yourself in a relationship until you're in a relationship. That would be awesome if I can get my likes to match with my current viewers. So if you're watching, you haven't hit that like button, please go ahead and hit that. And if you're watching on a device, I think that you have to get out of the chat box to be able to see the like button, and then you can come back in. Oh, shout out to Richard. Everybody say hi, Richard. It's his first live. Welcome, welcome. Michael Anderson, it's his first time on a live stream. Hi, hello, hello. Okay, let's see. I think that is it for the questions that are not personal questions. I am dating. I am dating. So I will answer that. Let's see. So I think that's it. Okay, so let's do something fun while I close out and let me know where you guys are watching from. So let me know where you guys are watching from. I want to see who is the furthest out, who's watching from the furthest away. And then we're going to go, guys. Oh, we got New York. Nice. That's actually my highest demographic on Instagram, but I never hear people say New York when I ask them where they're watching from. So it's weird. My highest number is from there. Okay, we have Virginia. Oh, I know it's cold in Virginia right now. Atlanta. Love me some ATL. Philadelphia. Nice. I've lived in Pennsylvania for like 2 years as a kid. Okay. She says she's from Virginia. How do you even go live on YouTube? So on YouTube, you have to be I don't know if it's well, I guess it monetizes everything, but there are certain criteria to be able to go live, or maybe is it 1,000 subscribers? It might just be 1,000 subscribers. You have to Google that. It's been so long, but I think there's just 1,000 subscribers. I don't think you have to have your watch hours. But yeah, maybe someone can Google that and then answer her because I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that option comes on once you're at a certain point, and then it just has a little button, just like YouTube. I mean, just like Instagram or something. Um, 100,000 subscribers or use a streaming service. Can you use a streaming service and bypass the 1K? I did not know that. But I'm excited to get back on. And I want to. Did you guys like the panel discussions when we did that? The only thing I don't like about panel discussions is that you never know from week to week if who all is going to be available. So you do it without 1,000 subscribers, Isaac, because that's good to know for people who don't have the 1,000 yet. Um, I love having the discussions with the panel, but you just never know who's going to be available and when. So I want to be on a live panel, and I'm going to be bringing that back soon. I'll be bringing that back soon because you just learn a lot about people. It's really interesting to hear people. Um, I like the panel discussions, but only if they're on Zoom. If you have them. Oh, Shante, are you saying like how does a person come on YouTube as a guest or live streaming like I'm doing? Because if it's as a guest, then people can just come in through Zoom. I use Zoom. People use other things like StreamYard, or there are other streaming services, and I just use Zoom. Although it looks ghetto, it still works. Uh-uh. All right. So has everybody shared where they are watching from? Oh, Tampa. I don't think I said Tampa. Sorry. We have Tampa in the house. And she said live stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Then yeah, it would just a button on there. Isaac said, I'm always available. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Well, I am going to take off. I don't even know how long I have been on here, but I have fun. Thank you, especially to those who came from Instagram over to here. And for those of you who haven't hit that like button yet, still missing 3, please smash that. It helps to push it out to more people. And I will be seeing you prayerfully in the near future. But anyway, until next time, make sure you tell someone that you love them. Good night.